a sign that the freckles in our eyes are mirror images, and when we kiss they're perfectly aligned. And I have to speculate that God himself did make us into corresponding shapes like puzzle pieces from the clay and drew.
Stay strong, Hannah.
Stay strong, Hannah.
Stay strong, Hannah.
Stay strong, Hannah.
I said, remember this moment.
Whitehall. What does this name mean? A town? What does it mean to Northampton or Parkland? A rival? How about to the students, the teachers, or the Whitehall community? On January 12, 2012, it meant a family. A family who cared and supported Hannah Bankos using Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and other social networks. Each student posted about Hannah and her cause. Each student was proud to be a Whitehall Zephyr that day.
I thought the student body did a lot to support Hannah and to make her feel like she was still part of the school community even when she wasn't here. I know that they sold bracelets and pins and raised money. We used to have card showers where we would all make cards for Hannah and send them to her and to her family. And I thought the students did a great job of supporting her by even wearing certain colors on certain days to show that they still cared for her.
The student body's reaction was, it was a mixed reaction. There was some that were extremely upset because they knew her personally, and there was some that knew her a little bit, but for the most part everyone was pretty upset that someone in Whitehall could get something so serious.
I think the student body did an excellent job. I was very impressed with their generosity and everything that they've done. I think the things that they've done, even like the Hope and Healing exhibition, I think a lot of kids made work inspired by Hannah.
Our team as a whole decided to make Hannah shirts for our warm-ups to wear at every game before the game.
I think for our support, we did, when Hannah passed away, we kind of came together that day and decided we wanted to play a game that night. It was our first playoff game of districts, and we decided that we wanted to make big signs. I know the juniors came up with that idea, I believe, and then they made those and we hung them up at the game. And then also we bought orange and purple pre-wrap, which we put in our hair, around our socks, around our wrists, I think. So
the wristbands.
Yeah, and we had black wristbands that we wore on our arm for that game as well. So I think that was big for us and definitely a lot of inspiration.
And we also made these bracelets to support her, and we're giving all the money to her family.
I think Hannah knows how I showed my support for Hannah, and that's all that really matters. As far as it's my button machine that made the buttons, and Home Base, the skate shop out in Bethlehem, selling the buttons to raise money for Hannah, and getting her a brick out at the skate plaza, like a memorial brick, and just texting her family, and staying in touch. I'm gonna go over to their house this afternoon and hang out with her mom for a little bit.
I definitely felt for her parents and having to deal with something with a person so young.
She had a bunch of the bracelets, her mom wears them, her whole family wears them, her dog wears them. They all have some support of Hannah, even though she's not with us, but we all still support her in any way, shape, or form.
It was amazing. I was shocked how much support we got, and the people that came out that night too of the day, and it felt great. I don't know what else to say, it was just so great.
I remember too, as a community, in the beginning of January when we knew she was going through really tough times, we came together on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that, and we got is to go global. And that was probably one of the nights that we realized like how strong like our school is as a whole. Like we came together and it was like amazing. Like a bunch of us, I know I was up till like 2 a.m. in the morning just like tweeting, and other people were doing the same thing. So
I got Twitter for Hannah.
yeah, but it was pretty inspirational, and I know in my life she's been a huge inspiration.
Brooklyn girls in scarves, summer left to know.
And like if she could have been in school and been with her friends, like how we have the opportunity to do that every single day, just like we have the opportunity to play basketball. And like I always said that too, that I was so thankful that I had that opportunity to even be a part of a team and participate. And we know like last year she came and helped us out when she was going through remission after she
would come to like all of our games.
And she was managing for us and like little things like that. We just try to make her feel like she was a part of the team as much as possible, as much as she wanted to play but couldn't.
And also like our team like became so close because of this. Like it sucks what like had to happen for us to become this close, but it really did change our lives.
She definitely brought a lot of us closer. The basketball team definitely got closer with some of her friends, and it definitely brought some kids closer.
She had a great impact, you know, during and after her experiences with us. Seeing the kids make the buttons, they were jumping in it, making them for them and raising money. The bracelets, everybody's buying bracelets and raising money. And I think she just really pulled our community together, and I'm really proud of how the kids responded.
I thought that the school did a great job of being supportive immediately. Because Hannah's treatment started immediately, she was kind of yanked from everything that she knew in order to endure her treatment. And I thought that the school and the students were overwhelmingly supportive of going to see her and sending her cards and keeping her in our thoughts, and definitely asking, how's Hannah doing? Do you have an update? How is she feeling? How are things going?
For me personally, she kind of taught me like to live in the moment. Like my perspective, even like before she passed away, just like her battling through this, and I got to visit her a few times, and like I don't know, it was kind of like living in the moment, taking each
You
day.
never know what can happen.
Yeah, you don't know what the future holds, and I don't know. She just like taught us that like the small things that we complain about in life and things that we sweat the most.
Like playing basketball, that's all she wanted to do was play for her team, and she never got that chance because
Just like being in school, like you can't get upset about homework or something because there's someone out there who's going through something 10 times worse.
Before Hannah was diagnosed, before I met her, and when they asked me, they said, this student's going to be in your drawing class and she's got this situation going on, would you be able to help her and work with her? And I was honored to. My mom's a survivor. I have a lot of friends that are survivors, and the way I look at it is it is sad, but it's part of life, and it's something that makes people without cancer realize how much they should appreciate. And she taught me that, and the way she would laugh at the table and genuinely try to find the joy in every assignment, and she seemed to look forward to our time together, and we would draw and we'd play Skippo, and we would laugh and talk, and friends would come over and we'd play Pictionary, and I never heard her complain. I never ever heard her say, why me? It was just like, we have work to do and we have smiling to do, and that's what we did. And even when I saw her in the hospital, Hannah was more prepared for everything she ever went through, and I only hope to be just as prepared should I ever go through something like that.
It was definitely hard for me when I found out that Hannah was sick. As a newer teacher, it affected me greatly personally. My own mom was very sick and battled, and definitely some other people who were close to me, but I've never experienced someone so young being sick. So it was a great inspiration to me because she always had hope, always had a smile on her face, kept her sense of humor even when she wasn't feeling well. And that helped me to get through each day. When I was having a bad day, I always thought, at least I'm here.
That it's not serving Hannah, it's more like just something I want to do as a teacher here in this community, and I would do it for any of my students.
I need someone who understands. I need someone who hears. For you I've waited all these
It was actually the day of our district game against Parkland, and we found out in school, and it was really like hard. There was a lot of tears, and we didn't know if we could play that night because it was just really hard. And we felt as a team we needed to play for her that night.
And when we found out, we all went down to the which is her cousin. He also gave us like a little talk, and he said how she would want us to play for her and stuff. So we went out that night and we played for her, and I swear she was out there with us. Some of those plays. So.
And I think like for that game, every single person on the team wanted to win for the same reason, and it wasn't for districts or Parkland. It was to win.
I thought it was great. That was really a good thing that they did. The night that we all found out that she passed away, they had their first district game, and I was there to support them, and to see the girls all huddle in a circle with those t-shirts and to see everything that was happening was pretty
I think that this year's Whitehall girls basketball team defines what a team is. The camaraderie, the way that they pulled together, from the t-shirts that they wore, to the way they played, to the way they acknowledged and dedicated so many games to her, to the way that they pulled their money together to get the bracelets to sell. It wasn't like fundraising to pay for the bracelets to save money or earn money for pediatric cancer or Hannah's family. It was like a team initiative, and people like Vicky Caesar and Kayla Bett and so many of them. I'm just so proud of them, and I know Hannah is too.
And I think like just walking out onto the court that game, like everyone was just clapping. Like we just walked out and there was like no music playing, and all you heard was like the fans like clapping for us. And yeah, I got the chills.
Well, the Hope and Healing initiative was started by Heather Rodale, and we were just proud to be involved with it right from the get-go. And the kids really, thought about what's important and things that make them happy in life. And they were creating works of art to share with other patients in hospitals and people that are dealing with things. I was really proud that Hannah was a major component to that. I mean, the 1,000 cranes that we made last year for Hannah was to grant her a wish, and the 1,000 cranes we made for Hannah this year were to grant her a wish. And I like to believe that wish came true. And no one knows what she wished for, and I just hope it was to have patience and grace the way she did.
I did compete in Hope and Healing, not this past year, the year before, and my picture was the Live Strong with the hands, and I did that totally based on everything with her. She was my inspiration with it, and I wanted her to get through it.
My favorite thing about Hannah was her sense of humor and how she was always herself no matter what. If her mom would say something that made her crazy, she'd still go, "But Mom!" And she'd still nitpick and fight with her just like any other teenager does with their parents too.
She was my best friend, and she meant a lot to me, and to lose her, it definitely hurt, but to know that she's not in pain anymore makes it a lot better.
There's no one in town, I know. You gave us some place to go. I never said thank you for that. I thought I might get one more chance. What would you think of me now? So lucky, so strong, so proud. I never said thank you for that. Now I never have a chance. May angels lead you in. said thank you for that. Now I'll never have a chance. May angels lead you in. Here you meet my friends. On sleepless roads, the sleepless go. May angels lead you in.
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 May angels lead you in. And if you were with me tonight, I'd sing to you just one more time. A song for a heart so big God wouldn't let it live. May angels lead you in. Here you meet my friends. On sleepless roads, the sleepless go. May angels lead you in. May angels lead you in. Here you meet my friends. On sleepless roads, the sleepless go. May angels lead you in. On sleepless roads, the sleepless go. May angels lead you in. I think it's a sign that the freckles in our eyes are mirror images, and when we kiss, they're perfectly aligned. And I have to speculate that God Himself did make us into corresponding shades.